Transformation. Like a caterpillar turns into a butterfly. From the inside out, not just the physical, the mental, the spiritual, the attitude, everything.
If you could write a book about your life, what would it be called?
And I've thought about this because it has to do with vision. It would be, it's a miracle.
It wasn't all that long ago that Annette Watkins had it all going her way. She was a wife, a mother, and she was dedicated to a career that had become her calling.
I was a sales rep for a pharmaceutical company, a big pharmaceutical company. It was a real professional job. It was challenging, it was stimulating, and it's all I knew.
But all of a sudden, something wasn't right in Annette's perfect life. Her eyesight was failing, and the world was becoming unrecognizable.
It's been frustrating to try to explain it to people. So the best way is I say Vaseline in the middle of the eye and the eyeglasses and how it affects reading, driving, and recognizing faces.
The young mother went to the eye doctor. His diagnosis was something that she had never even heard of: macular degeneration. The horrifying truth was shattering. Annette was losing her sight, and there was no treatment that could stop it.
I was angry, and there's a whole grieving process that you go through. I was depressed. I cried, I felt sorry for myself. That's the worst thing you could do.
As her eyesight faded, Annette's world began to collapse, starting with her beloved job.
They let me go. They let me go because it's a liability issue. You know, you can't be driving the company car, and God forbid I hurt somebody else. So I was like, no, I've been doing this almost 10 years, so what am I gonna do now, you know? So it was devastating.
Just when she was at her most vulnerable, Annette suffered another devastating loss. Her marriage ended in a heartbreaking divorce. As she plunged into shock, Annette's thoughts turned to her son, Patrick.
How am I gonna take care of him? And I'm getting divorced and I have this eye condition. And he was my whole life.
And then, as if fate was trying to punish her, Annette had to face another crisis. When Patrick was just 9, he was diagnosed with the same rare eye disease as his mom.
I'm just like asking why? Why does it happen? You know, why did it have to happen now to my son, and how is he gonna cope?
With the odds stacked against her and her son, Annette decided enough was enough. She became determined that despite her disability, she was going to create the best life she could. And it all started with a renewed focus on fitness.
So if the transformation has a first step, what is it?
For me, it was making a decision was big for me.
Okay, what does that mean?
Saying, no matter what, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna, follow this through, and I made the decision to change. If it doesn't grow in the ground and it's not given by God, I'm not gonna eat it. If it's processed, if it's white flour, white sugar, nope, beep, out of here. I call it changing what you love. Oh, I love chocolate cake. No, I love strawberries, and I love bananas, and I love sweet potatoes, and things that are natural and earthy and wholesome. I don't think we need to live to eat. We need to eat to live. So I eat basically every 3 hours, something healthy, and then I exercise at least 5 days a week.
When you go down, it's right here. 2.
After 3 months of hard work, Annette's strength and energy practically doubled. Meanwhile, her dress size dropped from a 10 to a 6.
Hi, I'm Annette Watkins. As you know from viewing previous shows, all of us hosts are either blind or visually impaired.
Today, Annette is sharing the lessons she's learned with others facing vision problems. She's taken her improved look and lifestyle to the airways. She hosts a local TV show called Cooking Without Looking, and she works with numerous organizations to help others who are sight impaired.
Oh, the steam is coming up off of it. You can feel that? You can probably see that a little bit, too.
Yes.
She believes that her work on the air and her example off the air can inspire anyone who's facing a life-altering challenge.
I've met so many wonderful people that are blind, or let's say they got blind due to diabetes or an accident, and they're coping. They're just going on and doing many, many wonderful things.
And Annette's no different. She doesn't let her visual impairment hold her back. She's always doing something fun.
Look at the color of the water. Isn't that awesome? It's like navy blue.
In her late 40s, Annette bashfully admits that she gets more compliments on her looks now than she did when she was in her 20s. For Annette, looking great is icing on the cake. But it's the inner transformation that really makes her glow.
I feel humbled, actually, that I've reached what I've reached, and it's not all a physical thing, it's a lot of a spiritual thing, and it comes from within, from the inside out. I just feel I have joy and peace of mind. God doesn't give us more than we can handle, and we adjust and we make it through. We just keep going forward.